somebody could just tell me when they can see this slide. Can you see the slide?
Yep. Fantastic.
Okay. I'd like to welcome everybody on St. Patrick's Day. Hope everybody's had a fantastic St. Patrick's Day if you're anything to do with the Irish or there's any Irish on board today. And just so you know, it is our second month anniversary today. This is exactly 2 months since Impact 101 started. It started on the 17th of January and we're on the 17th of March today. So exactly 2 months old today. And I'm going to tell you where we're up to in a second. So I'd like to welcome any brand new people calling in tonight. My name's Duncan Wood. I'm calling from the UK in North Wales. A little bit about myself. I started off working for myself as a builder, then moved into network marketing for various reasons. From network marketing, that led me to online marketing, and I've been online marketing for too many years to mention. It has done me well, very well. But like lots of people, there have been some good companies and some very bad companies as well. I actually went through the worst year last year, 2018. It was actually the worst year I've had since I lost my building company many years ago. I needed something, I didn't know what, was looking for something. All the businesses I was doing were okay, but they weren't going to solve the situation I was in, where I had more money going out than coming in. And as I said, it had not happened for a long time. So I was looking for something, really did not know what. I actually could not think of what I was going to do to change my situation. And then a very good friend of mine, John Van Dersen from Canada, sent me a video, a very short video, with actually to do with another company, but it was crowdfunding, exactly the same system as you're about to see tonight. Cut a long story short, I didn't do anything about it when I first watched that first video, but luckily for me, John messaged me again 16 days later, well sorry, it was a week later, to tell me he'd been in this system for 16 days and he'd received in his bank 56,000. I had to call him, I needed to know everything about it. I questioned everything about the whole system, everything. And cut a long story short, that company, which was the best thing that could have happened to me at the time, literally turned my whole financial situation around into a positive cash flow in literally days. In fact, the same day. It was just unbelievable what happened. And that company led to this company I'm going to tell you about today, Impact 101. So let's just start the presentation. My name's Duncan Wood, as I said. Crowdfunding is coming of age for two main reasons. One is the banking system, and one is the internet and social media in particular. But what is crowdfunding? It's a process of raising funds for any project or cause. It's a group of people working together as a community, and that is exactly what Impact 101 is. It's a group of people, a community of people helping each other for a better cause, for whatever reason that person wants. But a lot of people misunderstand it. They think, all sorts of things. And one of the first people I mentioned this to actually said to me, it was illegal. I knew he was incorrect, but I didn't want to argue with him. And he actually put a little bit of doubt in my mind, so I decided to phone up my own solicitor and asked him a question. I said, could you tell me what you know about crowdfunding? And the first question he asked me is, what type of crowdfunding is it? Now, there's the key. There are different types of crowdfunding, and as you can see by this slide here, there are certain types of crowdfunding that are regulated. In the UK, we have the FCA, the Financial Conduct Authority, and certain types of crowdfunding are regulated, mainly investment loan-based types of crowdfunding. But I can tell you peer-to-peer, which is person-to-person crowdfunding, is totally legal, not just in the UK, but every country throughout the world. So it is totally legal in every country throughout the world. So if you ever get a friend who loves, friends love to give you an opinion, often of something they know very little about, don't just take it with a pinch of salt and go and find out for yourself and become bulletproof, because I can tell you this system has been around for thousands of years and will be around for a long more time. So why has crowdfunding come of age? Well, one of the main reasons is the banking system. It's failing people. We all know of the crash back in 2006, 2008. We're still feeling the aftermath from that now. That was one of the biggest banking crises in the world to see in for a long, long time. And if you think that's the last one, think again, because there is another one on its way. I don't know when, and I don't like to be the bringer of bad news, but I can tell you the whole banking system is failed, it's corrupt, it's not working, and there is another crash about to come. So the banks have created a big problem because, you know, I can remember when I was a builder, I used to have a relationship with my bank manager, and then they took that manager away from you and gave you somebody in an office I'd never even met. That's actually how I ended up losing my company, because one time when I needed help from the bank manager, who I'd never even met, didn't even know me, reduced my overdraft by 3/4 when a company had just gone bankrupt on me. I could have easily survived if the bank had supported me. So the bank are creating a problem. There is a problem in the financial system. You know, one time money used to be loaned from a bank where it was backed by gold, and then they took that away. And ever since then, the system has just gone worse and worse. So there has to be a better way. Imagine if there was no debt. Imagine if you didn't need to borrow money. Banks actually don't lend you money now. They create an IOU. And they're actually creating money in thin air, which is causing another issue, which is the value of that currency is depleting. So it's actually making it worse. People having to work harder and harder now. And you've only got to look at the debt in most countries. It's just growing phenomenally. So, and as I said to you, because of the internet now, crowdfunding is really coming to an age. And these are some of the top companies that you can go and find for yourself on the internet. I had heard of a lot of these names. Indiegogo had heard about, GoFundMe, but I actually thought they were loan companies. I didn't realize they were actually platforms for crowdfunding, for anybody to use to create any desired funds for whatever cause they want. So there's more and more of them appearing on the internet, and it's not just online now. As you can see on this slide here, GoFundMe right now is the #1 top platform providing crowdfunding in the world right now. And we put this slide up because of one reason. IMPACT101 his intention is to beat that GoFundMe, and they want to be #1. And I can tell you now, with the software and the technical ability of this company using the latest technology, I've got no doubt that this company will be #1 very, very soon. And I'm going to talk you through some of the figures because it's our anniversary today, 2 months old in a short while. So crowdfunding's, how big is it? Well, it's a massive market. Fundly, which is a website that you can go and find. You can see the website address at the bottom of the screen. Stated in 2017, it was a $34 billion, or $34 billion was donated through this type of these platforms. And that's projected to grow to 300 billion by 2025. So ask yourself a question: how much of this market would you like? Imagine just getting a small slice of it. And the experts are looking at the growth of it, and this has been going on for the last 3-4 years now. Year on year, crowdfunding is growing at 136% per year. That is phenomenal. If you compare that to any other industry, just go and just do a bit of research and have a look at other industries and see whether you can get anything like this kind of growth. So then if you look at what's going on with on the internet with companies like PayPal, the largest payment provider in the world, they're now converting their platforms into allowing people to use their platform to raise funds for whatever cause you want. Now, a company as big as PayPal, for them to do that, they know, or they have people that do a lot of research and spend a lot of money looking at what the next trend is going to be. And I can tell you now, they will have spent a fortune of money, not just integrating a new type of industry into their system to be able to allow anybody anywhere in the world to use it, but also the research into how big the market is going to be. So PayPal are now on top, are involved in crowdfunding, and also now social media sites such as Facebook are now also allowing anybody in the world to donate to any cause. So anybody can crowdfund. You don't have to be a big company to get donations. You don't need to be a charity. You do need to be 18 years old or above, and you do need a phone and a computer. People say, what countries is this available in? Any country, anywhere in the world that has internet access. Simple as that. It is completely legal and ethical, works in any country, anywhere in the world, and anybody can do it. It doesn't matter what your experience or background is, it literally is open to anybody. So who's behind Impact 101? Well, it's this gentleman, Frank Savedio. I actually had a chance meeting with Frank because I was actually sending him a donation in the previous company I mentioned about, and it was to this gentleman, and we'd never spoken. I didn't know who he was, but he had something that caught my attention. It was actually something to do with crypto technology and to be able to track those transactions through crypto, and it just blew my mind. And I messaged him and I said, Frank, where did you get that from? I want it. And he messaged me back and said, do you like it? And I said, like it. I think everybody in crypto or Bitcoin will want this. And he said, let's speak. The next minute we had a quick call, and I then realized, because he told me that he had a marketing company, a high-tech company, and they develop products for blue chip high-tech technology companies, especially in the blockchain technology. And this was one of his products. He came up with the idea, and his partner Hans developed it. So Frank has masses of experience in and success in business. He's been 20 years in marketing and sales. In 2002, he formed Castle Rock Research BC, producing study guides, and they specialized in marketing QR codes and mobile landing pages. And in 2011, he formed the existing company, which is still running to this day, QRGL Marketing Incorporated, with his partner Hans. And both Hans and Frank, when they realized that the company that we were with weren't coming up with the support, or the website had lots of flaws in it, Frank decided, I'm going to go and do this myself. This is too massive an opportunity to miss. He said, if I'm going to do it, I'll do it right. And that's what he did. He launched Impact 101 in January 2019. This is his partner, Hans. They've been together now for 25 years. He is the technical guy with the expertise. He's developed or helped develop custom solutions for leading high-tech companies. He's on the board of directors of Link Global Technologies Incorporated, a Canadian blockchain company, and both Frank and Hans formed together QRGL Marketing Incorporated, and then as another arm to that existing company, they launched Impact 101 just quite recently. So imagine if you had gotten involved in any of these companies right at the beginning. We've all heard these names. In fact, I don't think there's anybody anywhere in the world, unless they're living in a shell or a cave, haven't heard of these names. These are massive companies worldwide now, practically in every country in the world. And this has all happened in a very short period of time compared with what I call traditional businesses, because of globalization, because of the internet, and because of social media now. So how wealthy would you be if you got involved in any of these companies? Ask yourself that question. So timing is everything. You know, imagine if you got involved in the beginning in Microsoft, Amazon, how wealthy would you be today? And as I said, this company, Impact 101, was launched on the 17th of January 2019, literally 2 months old to this date. timing is everything. I couldn't think of a better time to get started in any company. And I just want to give you an idea of what's happened in literally 8 weeks, 2 months. We're now in 128 countries. We now, quite recently, have generated $1.1 million worth of donations. Total number of donations is over 11,000. We've had 2,475,000 traffic to the site, and out of that traffic, 271,000 views are unique views. And we are literally just in our just the beginning of our 3rd month. Amazing growth for any company. It is phenomenal. So this is a company that you can be part of. It's going to happen with or without you. Ask yourself this question tonight: wouldn't you like to be part of a company that is going to be huge throughout the world? So how does it actually work? Well, it's a single crowdfunding and marketing system that allows you to receive half of everything that happens in your donation grids, and that can be for life. It literally, the system works by, you've probably heard the saying, give and you shall receive. Well, in this system, you first have to give, so you donate, you share, and you receive. And as long as you keep donating, you keep receiving, and you always keep receiving more than you're donating. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. So it's a very simple system. It's based on a 2x2 grid process. If you know anything about systems and companies that use systems like this 2x2 grid process is the most successful system anybody has developed. It's got what's called a follow me donation system, and all I can tell you is once you understand how that works, you will realize that that is like a light bulb moment for most people when they do understand it. So it basically means this: any people that you personally introduce to this system, they will follow you. Can be from one level right up to the top level for life. They are always with you as long as they keep donating and you keep receiving, and you keep receiving from them for life as well. So IMPACT101 is a team crowdfunding system. As I said, it's a community of people working together. It provides help from above and from below. People from below can come from above. It could be from you, but it's a group of people working together as a team, and you can receive donations literally seconds after registering. So it's a peer-to-peer team crowdfunding system. What does that mean? Person to person. This is one of the key points that when I understood that attracted me to this type of crowdfunding. The fact that you're not dependent on any company, you're not sending any money to the company other than the license fee. That's the only money that ever goes to the company. So it means you're never reliant on a company holding your money or a third-party bank or payment processor. You're reliant on them to receive your money. It is literally one person sending you a donation direct to your bank account in whatever method you choose to receive it. It literally can happen literally in seconds. So the whole system provides you with an easy to navigate, totally automated, feature-rich dashboard and website that displays everything in real time, and it allows you to monitor and keep track of your donations literally second by second. So this is the dashboard of the where you first start. The first thing you do when you register is you need to decide, do you pay a 6-month license fee, which is $25, or $40 for the a year's license. And as I said, that's the only money that ever goes to the company. You can choose to pay that through PayPal with a credit or debit card, or from your PayPal account if you already have one, through Stripe with Visa or MasterCard. You can pay with Dashcoin, Bitcoin, and I think we've just launched as well WePay, I think it's called. So there are various methods you can choose to pay. When you get it on your dashboard, it is a simple step-by-step grid system that you need to choose which grids you need to start with. My advice is start with as many grids as you can afford comfortably. the higher the grids, the higher the donations you're going to receive. So I really would recommend, if you can afford it, do it. If you can't, don't. Just reduce it down to an amount that you feel comfortable with. But you need to first pay your license, then choose the grids or the grid or grids that you want to start with. Then you fill in the methods that you want to receive your donations. You can choose ORU, which has only just come on in the last few days. I would recommend, if I would check with your sponsor. If you've not registered for this already, I can tell you it is a brilliant system. It is actually completely self-funding. There is a one-off charge to get started, and then a $5 a month, but don't be put off by that, because there are no transaction fees in this. And not only that, if you use this site, and it is like a social media site, and it's also a bit like eBay, you can actually sell things on the site. It'll actually fund itself, and you can actually make a profit on it. So there is a referral link. So my advice is, ask the person who is your sponsor to give you their link. You can choose other methods like Uphold, TransferWise, PayPal, Bankwire, so to your existing direct to your own bank account. My advice is, have as many methods as you can, because the more methods you offer people, the easier it is for them to send you a donation. And that's the whole key. Make it as simple as possible for people to send you donations. Once you've set up that, you are then ready to send your first donation. So as an example, if you started off in the $40 grid, you'd be sending $20 to one person, $20 to another. If you were starting off in the $80 grid as well as the 40, then you'd do 2 transactions, 2 times $20 to 2 people, and 2 times $40 to 2 people, and so on, depending on how many grids you decide to start with. Once you've donated, then you are able then to share. So these are the grids. There's 8 in total. As I said, if you can afford it, start off with 8 grids. If you can't, or you're reluctant to, just bring it down a few. I actually started with 4 grids to start with. I'm now up to the 1200 grid. It is completely self-funding. Whatever you decide, or however many grids you decide to start with, that really is up to you. But the one thing I can tell you is, the only time that you will ever put your hand in your pocket, from that point on, you are literally receiving more than you're donating. And you can see that by looking at the grey figures. They're the amounts you donate. So as an example, take the $40 grid, always split it in half. $20 goes to one person, $20 to another. 80 grid, $40 to one person, $40 to another. 150 grid, $75 goes to one person, $75 goes to another. Now, in every one of the grids, the figure in red is the amount you will receive back in donations as people fill those empty spaces. And there's always 6 spaces in each grid. Each grid is exactly the same. The only difference is, on the higher level grids, you are receiving, you're donating more, but you're also receiving more. But you're doing exactly the same thing. So as an example, on the $4,800 grid, you are now going to be receiving donations of $2,400 a time, against donations of $20 a time in the $40 grid. You're doing exactly the same thing. So you're always receiving back 3 times more than you're donating. And that can literally go on and on and on. So as an example, in the $40 grid, once that grid is completed, you've donated $40 and you've received back $120. When that's finished, you donate again. So you donate $40 again, and you can receive another $120. You can do it as many times as you want. In fact, it will never stop. As long as you keep donating, you'll keep receiving. And that happens exactly the same in every grid, from the $40 right up to the 4,800. So let's just simplify that. There are 3 simple steps to get going. First is you pay the license fee to the company. As I said, it's either $25 for 6 months or $40 for a year, and that is the only money that ever goes to the company. The donation is literally one person directly sending it to another person. There's no bank or payment provider taking a cut from it. The person you're sending the donation to, or you as the person that's receiving the donation, gets 100% of that money in your bank account, and it's your money to do what you want with. So once you've registered, you paid your license fee, you then need to become an active member. What is an active member? It's a person that's donated to 2 people. Okay, as soon as you've donated to 2 people, your job now is to go and find 2 other people that need or want more money right now. 2 people that are prepared to take some action and do something about whatever their situation is. It might be they want to raise money for their kids' education. It might be they don't want their kids to go off to university and get into debt. They might be in debt themselves and want to reduce their debt. It really does not matter. It might be that they want to raise money to start their own business. Really does not matter. It's up to you. Okay, so my advice is you do need 2 people at some point. You can receive donations without introducing 2 people, but my advice is get those 2 people as quickly as possible. Once you've found 2 people, just help those 2 people do exactly the same as you. They donate first, and then they need to find 2 people. So in this case, you introduced Sue and Bill, and Sue introduced Sally and Jack, and Bill introduced Tom and somebody else in the empty position now on the right. At that point, you have completed that grid. You have donated $40 as an example in the $40 grid, and you have received back now $120, and that grid is finished. Okay, so let's just go through that again, just so it makes a little bit more sense. There's you. You're always the top of your own grid. It's not a company grid, it's your grid. Okay, now it doesn't matter whether you introduce Sue or whether your upline introduced Sue, really doesn't matter. You do need to introduce 2 people yourself at some point, but Sue would donate $20 to you and $20 to your sponsor initially. And let's say Bill comes in, it could be your sponsor that introduced Bill, it could be you that introduced Bill, it really doesn't matter again. Bill needs to donate $20 to you and $20 to your sponsor. Okay, now, you or your sponsor now work with Sue and Bill and help them introduce 2 people each. So let's say Sue now introduces Sally. Sally donates $20 to Sue and $20 to you. And Jack now is introduced by Sue. Jack donates $20 to Sue and $20 to you. Now let's say Bill does the same. He now introduces Tom, his first person. Tom donates $20 to Bill and $20 to you. Bill now introduces Dan. Dan donates $20 to Bill and $20 to you. Now, it really does not matter who or whether those people were introduced by you, your sponsor, or the people that you introduced. The result is exactly the same. You will receive 3 times what you donated at that grid level. Simple as that. And you can do that, as I said, as many times as you want. That's it, basically. So these are the 8 levels. As you can see, there's the $40 you donate. It says give there, so you do give it, you share it. It's split half and half, so $20 goes to one person, $20 goes to another, and you're now eligible to receive 6 times $20, which is $120. Now you can see the 8 levels, and as you can see, you can start receiving much higher donations the higher the grid levels you get up to. Now you can't jump to as an example level 4. Everybody has to start with level 1. Now you can have, as I said, more than one grid. So you could have you could decide to start with, as I did, 4 levels. So you'd have level 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you would be receiving off each one of those levels, and you also donate at each one of those levels as well. But you can't jump up. You can upgrade at any time. And as I said, the only time most people are out of pocket is the time they first start and they donate. After that, it is a matter of receiving, and you're always receiving more than you're donating. Okay, so it really doesn't matter what your background or previous experience is. Anybody can do this if they have a big enough reason why. This system is designed for success. It's a fully automated system that will help you fill your donation grids quickly. It does the work for you, or most of the explaining for you. Using our system can create an endless stream of donations, and it can literally carry on forever. We don't have levels, or, well, there are donation levels, but it's not like in, say, a multi-level marketing system where you have to achieve certain levels. There's no time limit. It's really up to you. You can just take this to whatever you're doing now. It can run alongside anything. So as a member, you have complete access to the entire system, which includes a fully customized and personalized mobile landing page. And that mobile landing page, I can tell you, it has been selling to other companies for $250 subscription a year, and we actually get two of them. One is your own, you can personalize that to any business, and one is the Impact 101. So we get two, and that's all included in that license. You get your own personalized website, just like the one we're showing you, where people can get more information and join your team. It's a state-of-the-art back office which tracks all of your donation grids, your team, and everything in real time. So everything is recorded. We can communicate with different people in the system. So if somebody's sending you a donation, you can communicate internally with them. So it really is state-of-the-art technology. You can get help and support from a team of leaders who will walk you through the whole system, and we are, or they are, there to help you every step of the way. This system is designed for success. It's designed to get you the results you want and deserve, and I know a lot of people deserve success. I know a lot of people like me have worked very hard in previous companies, and unfortunately they've been let down. So it's about time somebody came up with a system that worked and is set and built to last for years. So reach out to the person that invited you to this call. All you really have to do once you get going is ask people a question. I always use the third-party approach, so I would just approach somebody during a conversation and I'd say, listen, can you help me? Do you know anybody that needs or wants more money right now? And wait. Do not say anything. Wait for them to answer. They're only going to come back with two answers. One might be, well, I might be, what is it? Or the other might be, no, I don't know anybody. So you just answer if they say, I don't know anybody. Well, you know my number, or here's my number. If you do come across anybody that needs or wants more money, ask them to give me a call. That's it. Just thank them. And if somebody says to you, I might be interested, what is it? All you do is share your Impact 101 mobile landing page or your replicated website, and ask them to watch a video. That's it. Let the video do the talking. The videos work, and all we do is repeat this over and over and again. And literally, as I said, you can do this while you're doing whatever you're doing. It literally is just chatting to people and asking them a question, really. So we have the site now in various languages. In fact, any day now we will have Dutch, Malay, and Thai is coming as well. I'm not sure quite how many languages we've got in total already, but the videos you can see on this slide on the right are already in French, Russian, Spanish, Hebrew, German. I can't remember the other countries, but there's more and more coming on, and the website is being translated. And this is proper translation. This is not Google Translate. This is proper translation by professional people. Every page, every word will be scrutinized. I know the way Frank works, and he's a detailed man, and it has to be right, and that's what everybody wants as well. These are the country flags of all the countries we're currently in, and you can see shots here of your dashboard. It tells you exactly who to send the donations to. It shows you your grids, your completed grids, and there's a complete history of donations to to confirm or donations to be received. These are the donation history. So on the left is the donations that you've sent, and on the right is donations you've received. Brilliant system. There's video showing you at every level what to do. As you can see on the right there, that is the, here it is, sorry, the donation grid's explained, and there is a video there that explains it as well. There's a video how to do donations correctly, and my advice is watch those videos. You'll be amazed how it is very simple to do, but how the silly mistakes people make purely because they just didn't take the time to tell their new person to go and watch the video. And there's the fully configurable personal mobile landing page that you can create. This is to market any business that you already might have. As you can see there, there's the Buzz Hive, whatever that is, and there's a hairdresser there, or an auto advert for a car. It doesn't matter what business you've got, you can promote this on your own marketing landing page. And believe you me, that tool alone is fantastic. It's got a virtual business card on there. It's got all your personal information in there that you want to share with people. It's got the videos on there, everything that you need. So get back to the person who invited you on this call. Find your reason why. The bigger your reason why, the bigger the reason you're going to get out of bed and do something when you don't feel like doing it. My advice is go and listen to the training on the 90-day action plan and take some action. And all we do is list, contact people, show people, and follow up, and work together as a team. We have various regular calls. Colin Simmons, just so you know, a very good colleague of mine who is on the call tonight, does presentations 11 o'clock on a Thursday morning and 8 o'clock on a Thursday evening. I do presentations every Sunday night, 8 p.m. UK time, and Tuesday, 8 p.m. And Bruce Lamb, another excellent presenter, will be starting to present very shortly. So watch this space. So that's the presentation. I'm going to end the recording now. And just bear with me a second.